The first thing we did with Gene was to sit down and say, what are we going to do? Now I had to come up with something. So I met him in a restaurant in New York City after his show. And he asked me the same question. Well, what are we going to do? And I said, I don't know. What are we going to do? And I said, I thought of a name on the way in on the train. We'll call it Shepherd's Pie. We'll go on location. We'll see things in New Jersey. I'm trying to figure something out to do with it. And we'll film it. And you talk about it. And we'll have groups come in, and it'll be like a variety show. He said, yeah, I've never done anything like that before. It'll be Shepherd's Pie. It'll be this and that and this. Oh, I like it. So that's what we did. And it was very hard for my crew to not have any idea on the day we were shooting where we were going, what we were doing, what equipment we might take with us, and what Shepherd was going to say. We would drive around, and he'd go, wait a minute, stop the car. And then he would just sit there, and then he would say, let's get out and do something here. You know, he's the luckiest man in the world. We would find things. We were driving one time on Route 95, and he would stop the car. And he says, look at this. And it was an abandoned drive-in. And we got out of the car, and I said to the crew, just wait a minute. And he walks around, looks at the place, and he says, I'm ready. And we would record him in the car. Well, it wasn't a car. It was a van. It was like a production van. And he would go in there and sit in the back, and we had a big-time audio tape recorder, reel-to-reel. And then he would just start. Well, gang, in the year 2023, archaeologists in the littoral, now known or once known as New Jersey, or wherever we were, and then he would go. We'd have to take a half hour of Shepherd and make it into like 10 minutes or maybe 8 minutes. But he was so easy to cut, so easy to edit and to put video to, because he talked like a jazz musician plays. He improvised, and he would have a riff, and then there would be a change, a break, and then it would be a different tempo, and then he would go back to the first tempo. It was musical. It was just musical. And you could cut your video to his pauses. You know, you didn't have to cut things away. You had to put things into it. It was so much different for me. And I would sit in amaze sometimes in the editing rooms.